Matter of time before Modi moves to the central level, it appears. Meenakshi Lekhi stays on our debate. P C Chacko, Congress leader, Member of Parliament. Devesh Chandra Thakur, leader of the JDU. Mr. P C Chacko, inevitably Modi seems to be moving towards the centre. Sushma Swaraj is supporting him. L K Advani says positive things about him. The move seems inevitable. Is the Congress party prepared to take on the Modi juggernaut?
Arnab, we are not only prepared, we are happy about it. I know that Advani's statement or Sushma Swaraj's statement is only a matter of tactics. The internal fight is hotting up. Moreover, which political party did not like to get a most controversial person as its opponent? If they are going to have Modi as their projected leader for the future, then it is convenient for the Congress and it is good for the Congress also. I think we do not take him seriously in the national level.
So you don't take him seriously, but you have a press conference within minutes of his manifesto release. You respond to everything he says.
That of course.
Your spokespersons are trained to respond to him and him alone.
Arnab, you asked me the question, Modi as the future Prime Minister or the future national leader. That is why I said that Modi is important in Gujarat. And we are engaged in a bitter fight in Gujarat and we have a lot of advantages.
I am not asking the question about Gujarat. No, Gujarat is not the issue. I am asking beyond Gujarat.
No, if it is the all India scenario which you are saying, nobody, that's what I said, that Congress will be happy to get a person on the other side who is as controversial as Modi.
Devesh Thakur, will your party have a choice? You notice Sushma Swaraj's comment. Do you have a choice anymore? Either you split with the BJP or you go in with the Modi for PM chant. What will you do and when will you decide?
No, in fact,
Arnab, I think the statements
about their candidature.
No, my question was to the JDU, so I'm just coming to you. Devesh Thakur of the JDU.
Yes. Yeah.
Arnab, the statements made by respected Sushma Swaraj ji and the other BJP leaders are quite natural. Elections are on in Gujarat. They will definitely praise the person who is taking Gujarat to the elections, taking BJP in the Gujarat elections. I am not surprised as to their statements because the elections are on. I will like to see after the elections are over in Gujarat, whatever the result, I would like to see which leader, whether the same leaders who are praising him today and declaring him to be fit for the Prime Minister's post, I would like to see whether they continue to talk in the same language after the Gujarat elections.
They are on record.
Number one.
They are on record.
Number two. They are on record today. I said I would like to see whether they would like to repeat these statements after the Gujarat elections are over. Okay, that's okay because there are elections.
No, why are you in denial? Why are you in denial? No, why are you in denial?
In denial of what?
In denial of the fact that Sushma Swaraj is talking about Modi at a national level in a Gujarat election. She doesn't need to say that.
I'm not denying it at all. I am not denying it.
You're delaying the inevitable.
Going on there. No, I am not. I am not at all delaying the inevitable, Arnab. I think you are putting your words into my mouth. It is because the elections are going on there. It is natural for them to praise their leader.
No, it is not. Tell me one election in which a state leader has been projected. No, 1 second. There's a straight counter to your question. Tell me one election in which a state leader of the BJP has been projected as a prime ministerial candidate.
No,
name one. Name one. Since the formation of the BJP, name one.
BJP is an alliance partner for us over here.
So why are you putting on blindfold and not seeing what's happening?
No, not at all. I'm seeing everything that is happening. I think that's the problem with you. You're not seeing what is happening. There are elections going on there. Naturally, anyone from the party will praise their leader. What's surprising about this? What's wrong about that?
No, I don't.
Now you are forgetting, just 2 months ago, late respected Balsaheb Thackeray had said that the best, most suitable candidate in the BJP for the post of...
He wasn't a BJP leader. He wasn't a BJP leader. He wasn't a BJP leader. Simple answer. He's not a BJP leader. Sushma Swaraj is seen as a potential prime ministerial candidate herself.
He was respected late Bal Thackeray was from the NDA.
Okay, so my question to
Right?
Meenakshi Lekhi.
Till the elections are there.
Meenakshi
As I
Lekhi.
said, I will like to see after the Gujarat elections which BJP leader says what. I would like to wait for that.
My question to Meenakshi Lekhi is, Meenakshi Lekhi, is Sushma Swaraj simply being polite as part of this pehle aap culture? Or is she serious when she talks about Narendra Modi as prime ministerial material? Please don't dodge this question with any complicated logic. Give me a straight answer.
Absolutely. The straight answer is people in politics are far too wise than anybody else gives them the credit with. They understand the wave, they understand people, they understand politeness, they understand courtesies, and they also understand what is beneficial
So
for
she
the
was
politics.
being polite. She was simply being polite. She was not being genuine.
No, she's understood the wave.
What is the way? She doesn't mean what she says?
The wave is very clear. Right now, Gujarat election is there, and as the BJP is concerned, anybody who can bring BJP to power is a good candidate for BJP. And I think everybody in the party will be subservient to the idea that BJP should come to power. And that is exactly what Ms. Swaraj has done.
I don't understand what you're saying.
She
Sorry,
is
I don't understand
a
what
very,
you're
very
saying.
wise person.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I'm saying it in no uncertain terms. I'm
Was she
saying it
projecting
very,
Modi
very
for Prime
straight.
Minister or not?
Absolutely she was. She
was. That's your answer.
BJP is,
she was. That's your answer, Devesh Thakur. That's why I said you're delaying the inevitable.
Of course she was.
There's it. Of course she was. You're delaying the inevitable, Mr. Thakur. Now, I'm not saying it.
No.
P C Chacko, I'm not saying it. The BJP is saying it.
Not delaying the...
Mr. Chacko?
Well, naturally they will say that. Why won't they say that?
Arnab, let me...
What's wrong in their saying that?
Arnab, let me tell you...
But you are saying they're not saying that, but they're saying that right on national television.
That Rahul Gandhi will become the next Prime Minister.
No, but they're saying that it's Narendra Modi.
Arnab...
They're saying it's Narendra Modi.
But it's natural. The elections are on in Gujarat. Arnab, why don't you
Chacko,
that?
Mr. Chacko is responding now. One second, Mr. Chacko, yeah.
Arnab, knowing the BJP very well and also the equation of the top leaders of the BJP who are gunning for the prime ministership, I can very well tell you, I may not be making an unfair statement to anybody. It is a sarcastic statement which Srimati Sushma Swaraj has
Sarcastic?
made. And I don't think that, you know,
What?
it is a...
Oh, God.
Yes. And we can only take it like that.
Sarcastic.
Mr. Chacko, you do not know Sushma Swaraj as well as I do. And I think she is a very, very wise person. And if it was coming from a Congress leader, I would have understood it to be sarcastic. Where your people come on the panel and admit that Modi has been very, very good to Gujarat and has done very well. So there, if Congress doesn't have to meet these statistics, how do you expect this kind of statement to be dealt with by a BJP person? I think she's very serious in what she's saying. But as the tradition in BJP goes, the Prime Minister candidates are not declared. It doesn't function like Congress, where Prime Ministers are born.
Whether it is Modi is going to be the Prime Minister or not, that is not the question. Gujarat election is fought on a different platform.
That will be determined by how many seats BJP gets.
Interesting. How many seats? How many? Meenakshi, how many seats?
Even BJP.
How many seats? Meenakshi, now a follow-up question.
It is not the case.
Follow-up question to Meenakshi. How many seats will the BJP have to win in Gujarat? I think it won 117 last time, out of 182. Am I to assume that if the party gets about 110 plus, then Modi becomes a prime ministerial candidate?
Why not? He wins Gujarat. Whether he becomes a prime ministerial candidate or not will be determined how many seats BJP gets in the 2014 election.
Devesh Chandra Thakur, once again, you're denying the inevitable. Look at the number of straightforward comments coming from the BJP tonight. And Meenakshi Lekhi is saying it completely on national television. And I think you're denying the inevitable. She wouldn't be saying it. She is saying tonight the number of seats we win.
No, I am not denying anything, Arnab. I am saying even with due respect to Madam Lekhi, I am telling you, I would like to listen to these statements by all the big BJP leaders once the Gujarat elections are over.
Sushma Swaraj is a fairly big BJP leader.
As far as we are concerned, now our matter is very clear. We are part of the NDA. We have said that.
You're getting a counter from Meenakshi Lekhi. You're getting a counter from Meenakshi Lekhi. Yes, Meenakshi Lekhi.
What I'm saying is, if Sushma Swaraj is not a big leader, who else is? She herself could be a potential Prime Minister. I mean, she's leader of opposition right now in Lok Sabha.
Arnab, that's what I'm saying. I would like to hear this from Madam Sushma Swaraj once the Gujarat elections are over. Why don't you understand my point? That's what I'm saying. She is saying it now. I've heard it. I've read it.
Why do you know something that I don't?
I've read it on.
Why do you know something that I don't?
Sorry.
Do you know something that I don't?
Who?
Do you have reason to believe Sushma Swaraj will change her line after the Gujarat elections?
I am very sure that after the Gujarat elections, all these statements made by the big leaders of the BJP might not be the same.
Why?
Might not be the same.
What inside information do you have which I don't?
We are part of the
what inside information do you have which I don't?
One thing.
What inside information do you have that I don't?
I just want to say one thing.
Devesh Chandra is revealing something. Devesh Thakur is just on the verge of revealing something right now. What information do you have which I don't?
I'm not from the Gestapo or from the Secret Service, Arnab. I'm not from the Secret Service that I have got inside information.
Of course
I'm just telling you out of common sense that... I'm just telling you out of common sense that I would like to listen to these statements, even from respected Madam Sushma Swaraj, once the Gujarat elections are over. That's all. And as far as we are concerned, as far as JDU is
why do you
concerned,
say that? Why do you say that? Why do you say I will wait after 20th? What inside information do you have?
No, I don't have any inside information.
Then why did you say?
Common knowledge.
Then why did you say I'd like to say hear this after 20th?
It's big.
What common? I don't have the common
there are elections going on in Gujarat.
So?
It's elections going on in Gujarat right now. It's only natural. It's only natural for any BJP leader to give all these statements which they are giving now.
Did they project Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the Prime Minister?
No, right? No. They may not have. It is for them to decide. That is not our problem. That is not our problem. We are part of the NDA. As far as we are concerned, we have made our position clear that any prime ministerial candidate, whoever it is, I will not like to name anyone, has to be discussed within the listing of the NDA.
My last question to P C Chacko tonight, Mr. Chacko, the BJP, if the BJP projects Narendra Modi, will you have to now declare whether Rahul Gandhi will be a prime ministerial candidate or a backroom player?
You are asserting too much, Arnab, because Meenakshi has said very, very clearly and the cat is out. And she said that, Sushma Swaraj is also an equally qualified candidate. That is what I said. There are half a dozen equally qualified candidates. For the time being, they may be saying,
so who's your prime ministerial candidate?
The other members, in the context of Gujarat election, now there is a certificate to Modi. But who knows that the certificate is going to last? So we are going to see the drama
Mr. Chacko, I have a question for you.
That party.
Last 2 minutes, 1 minute, rebut.
Yeah.
Rebut, make it brief.
Yes,
my question to Mr. Chacko is very straight. Who's your chief ministerial candidate in Gujarat? And 2014 is still far off. And Mr. Modi definitely is the prime ministerial candidate. There are no two questions about it, which has been so admitted. And so far as Mr. Rahul Gandhi is concerned, the moment Mr. Modi's name comes, in this very context, Economist publishes Mr. P. Chidambaram as your prime ministerial candidate. What happens to you when Modi is declared as a PM candidate? Go into hiding or what?
Meenakshi, you don't worry about the Congress prime ministerial candidate. What we are discussing now is whether Modi has got any chance of...
I just find this fascinating.
No,
I find this fascinating tonight. I find it fascinating tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I find it fascinating tonight. Innuendos, denials, inside stories not being revealed. The gentleman from Patna has a big smile on his face. He knows something he's not saying. We're going to wait till that Super Thursday. Super Thursday, 20th of December is the date of the result. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll all be back We'll make the questions even more pointed then. Thank you very much for joining me on this Gujarat debate so far tonight. Thank you very much indeed.